A Chinese investor came in the other day and spent 200 million. The whole point of Tilal Al Ghaf is an escape.
Serenity.
An escape into this resort lifestyle.
Well, definitely Majid Al Futtaim, they needed a project that is going to really back up their name as in a brand.
Tilal Al Ghaf offers everything. The only thing it does not offer.
Welcome to the next episode of fämTalks, where I have one of our team members, Fanzil, who is an expert at Tilal Al Ghaf community. Fanzil, I welcome you on this podcast. That's just clearly for our team aces between you and me. First session ever. All right.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Excellent, excellent. Fanzil, you're fairly new in real estate market of Dubai. I'm sure when you went on to the exploring part of choosing the right firm, what was it that about FAM that got your attention?
Honestly, it was a couple elements about FAM that stuck out to me, particularly their long-standing experience in the market, because it's a very dynamic market with a lot of turnover. So to see a company that has stood the test of time across a bear market, a bull market, everything, and yet still come out on top, that was the place I really wanted to be at.
Coming back to your expertise in terms of the real estate in Dubai, since you've just freshly joined and you're fairly new in the market, how do you think as an agent it would be more beneficial for an agent to perform within a due period of time and gain that necessary knowledge to educate the client properly?
Very fair question, because I had a lot of tussling with that once I first joined, because I got dragged left and right by all kinds of different projects, different ideas, which way to go, left and right. But there might be 1,000 paths to success, but you'll only succeed if you focus upon one. So I think it's so ultimately important to pick a project that you're passionate about, that ultimately is something you love, and learn every detail about it, so you're able to communicate about it like it's a dinner conversation. Not like you're selling any kind of product. It's just something you like, something you're passionate about, and so you can communicate about it from the heart. It's not really a sales pitch.
It's you dwelling into that particular segment where you're actually specializing.
Exactly.
Fair enough, fair enough. Now, speaking of which, you, as we have recognized in the firm, you're a Tilal Al Ghaf community expert, right? Tell us more about that community and what do you see in that community that distinguishes it from the other communities within that same area or the same parameters?
Honestly, Tilal Al Ghaf as a community is amazing. I think it's going to be the best community, bar none. Majid Al Futtaim, they have renowned experience worldwide in creating malls, from Mall of the Emirates to malls in Egypt to all kinds of lifestyle branding. So this is their first stamp on the market with Tilal Al Ghaf. And they have chosen a slightly unconventional approach, but I believe it rings brilliance, particularly with the fact, rather than trying to appeal to and cater to every kind of segment in the market, they've chosen, why don't we do resort living reinvented? And that is the big byline of Tilal Al Ghaf, with the 70,000 square meter lagoon, tens of kilometers of walking paths.
Every day is a holiday.
Every day is a holiday. And honestly, it's amazing. I go down to the community every week and I see, even though Majid Al Futtaim have sold out 99% of the project, they're still putting up events, community events for Diwali, Halloween. They just recently had a fit code challenge. Something is going on every week in the community. There's a lot of buzz going on and it hasn't even started. That's the best part. We're only 30% into the community. There's still 70% to develop and finish by hopefully the end of 2027. I think it's just going to be amazing. A lot of people believe there isn't a lot of meat on the bone with investments in Tilal Al Ghaf, but I think that's such a wrong perception. Because yes, we've passed the moment of initial hype, but as each project comes in, confidence just gets bolstered and it goes up and up. One crazy thing is the Lanai Island villas. So within the lagoon, they've got two islands, the Lanai Islands. A Chinese investor came in the other day and spent 200 million. This is a lot to
That's
bolster confidence in the
amazing.
community.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
not just for us locally, mainly for foreign investors.
You need to be really believing in a community to spend that kind of amount.
Yes,
You know what I'm
most
saying?
definitely.
That's a high ticket.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
And so it's bolstered a lot of huge confidence with international investors.
But let's talk numbers here. You do believe from what you just told us, it feels like you, being an expert of the Al Ghaf, you strongly believe in that community from the developer, coming from the developer. But let's put it this way: in terms of numbers, what kind of capital growth has the Al Ghaf investors seen or what do they feel they have on the paper right now?
Okay, so far, primarily the projects that have come in are Elon, Aura, and Harmony. These are the ones that are ready today, and Aura is handing over in the next month or two.
Okay.
So, from the inception of these projects, let's talk percentage first before we talk granular numbers.
Amazing.
But it has seen up to 200% growth.
Wow.
The hardest part is to get clients to sell because now clients don't want to sell. Every month, the price goes up. They'd rather rent
Yeah,
out or live in
yeah.
it themselves.
Particularly when the rental market is
Is
sky
amazing.
high.
Sky high.
Yeah.
The index is amazing and the community is amazing, very green. And one thing that Majid Al Futtaim is known for is pushing a premium product. One of the big things within Dubai and within the world at large is snagging. So when these products have been delivered, 97% of things haven't really required the snagging. People are
Wow.
just recording videos doing the snagging just to show you that it doesn't require it.
What you call construction at perfection.
Perfection.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, definitely Majid Al Futtaim has that branding in the market, and to stand by it, they needed a project that is going to really back up their name as in a brand. Again, about what we have heard about is their creative methods of putting in the community areas. Like we never came across another community with sandy pool areas where it gives you a feel a touch of the beach kind of. What do you think about those communities? How are they in comparison to the other communities that you know of?
I think it's amazing. Within the vicinity, you don't have any other communities like that. And maybe a semi comparable community would be District 1. But me personally, I'm in the belief that I don't quite like District 1 because you have a view of Business Bay, downtown, and this and
Towers all
that.
around you.
Towers all around you. But the whole point of Tilal Al Ghaf is an escape. An
Serenity.
escape into this resort lifestyle, sun, greenery, sand, beaches everywhere, just positive vibrations everywhere.
But we're talking about 200% of appreciation from the date of its inception. And we still don't see that the community is 100% handover. So, which means that at even given time right now, at any given time right now, if an investor plans to invade into that community, he would still be looking at some capital growth in the coming times.
Oh, 100%. I have a couple investors in my pocket who are seeking anything at a premium price because they know and they understand longevity. It might be seen as a premium price right now, but it's pennies really in the future when the community just keeps growing and growing and growing and skyrocketing in capital appreciation.
Super, super, super. What other community do you think in Dubai market can be compared in the coming times to Tilal Al Ghaf? What about Majid Al Futtaim's new project, which is Ghaf Woods, which has been again quite highlighted in the recent times, with its touch being 60 to 65% of just green area and 35 to 40% of apartments. So the whole idea of that community is to give it the feel of a forest theme, if you know what I mean.
It's forest living
It's forest
reinvented.
living
That's the
reinvented.
byline.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think Majid Al Futtaim have done a phenomenal job because, and it stands testament because from the date of EOI, they had 3 times the amount of EOIs than units available,
Amazing.
which
Wow,
is
wow.
it's crazy because it just shows the customer confidence and consumer confidence in the product that they offer, because it's very difficult to picture something that doesn't quite exist. But having seen Tilal Al Ghaf, having seen how it's come together, having seen how they have always offered a premium on all the quality across the board, it's very easy to buy into Ghaf Woods. If anything,
Amazing.
people are already speculating as to what the next thematic project is going to be, right?
And then again, in comparison on that and that particular stretch, you don't have any community catering to apartments with that kind of a theme. This is a theme living. So if we talk about theme living, and considering the reputation of all the projects that Tilal Al Ghaf cater to, Majid Al Futtaim being the principal developer, we are still talking a good capital appreciation in Gulf Woods.
A huge capital appreciation. So let's hold on Ghaf Woods for a moment. Let's go back to Tilal Al Ghaf.
Okay.
Tilal Al Ghaf, they are about to introduce a beach club that's managed by Sunset Hospitality Group, the same beach club that do Sushi Samba, Drift Beach, Zero Beach. So you already know the quality is bar none. Next, there are a bunch of world-class restaurants that are moving into the area. So Tilal Al Ghaf is not only going to be a hub and hotspot for its residents and community, it's going to be a hotspot for residents in Dubai as a whole. And once they come in, drive through the green pathways, go past Elan, Aura, Harmony, they're going to be mind blown. And the
Wow.
fact is, Tilal Al Ghaf offers everything. The only thing it does not offer is a golf course. But the golf course is right next door in
Yeah,
Dubai
I
Hills.
know, I
So
know.
there's nothing to worry
I
about.
know. And then again, for people who fancy even, let's say, we know that worldwide, the premium most projects are the water living projects. Let's say where you have a view of the water or you're next to the water. But I think even that part was covered by the big lagoon that we have at Al Ghaf.
Exactly. That 70,000 square meter lagoon is about to be absurd in Tilal Al Ghaf. And there's a stretch of 2 kilometers of waterfront beach, which is amongst the highest available in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, within the majority of the clusters in the
Mm-hmm.
community, everyone has their own personal private pool.
Mm-hmm.
There's a community pool.
Mm-hmm.
So you're never far from the water.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much for having us on this Smart Talk Show. I'll be back soon with the next member of Team Aces to give us an insight of another community, which will be probably the one of the best, again, capitalizing on capital growth in one of the projects of Dubai. Thank you very much.